Before we
I
start, I would like you to introduce yourself and what you do and what is your expertise.
okay. So for start, I am a healer, spiritual counselor, as well as into occult mediums like Akashic records reading. Also, I conduct certain therapies like bachelor therapy, sound healing therapy, and a lot of meditation, different meditation depending on the person's need, energy needs. Basically, I do energy work and accordingly, I guide the individual whenever that person is stuck somewhere or wherever that person is not understanding where to go ahead. So that is where my expertise come in through various modalities I practice in spiritual.
So this is quite intriguing. Like I know spirituality is now like everybody is trying to incorporate it in their lives, but how it has to be done, there has to be some guidance to it. So it's really wonderful that you are doing that. And um so now that you have mentioned that you're a spiritual healer, so would you like to shed some light on, why one should be practicing spirituality and how they can incorporate it in their daily routine?
So see, spirituality, it's a medium. It's a way of living, practice separately. It is what it's just a way of living. That is what I have felt when I've started practicing it, or I've started incorporating in my own life. So this is just a way of life. If you start, incorporating in your own way or incorporating in your own daily life, it will just help you to uh, live your life consciously. You will enjoy your life. Either okay, we are not here to just come here office में काम करो and शादी कर लो ये कर लो. Only the mundane life what we are doing, that is not the way of life. We need to also enjoy. Basically, we come on this earth also to enjoy, but enjoyment will happen when you start consciously connecting with yourself and with other things, like nature se connect hona, everything. You start consciously understanding, okay, seasons kya hai, small small things, birds chirping, literally feeling that.
Mhm.
Okay. Connecting with everything around yourself, basically. So that way what will happen is, you start understanding life, you start living your life properly, you start making decisions properly. You know what is right and wrong only for yourself. So you're not spirituality teaches you that fear nahi hoga. So once you start incorporating in your life, तो
Mhm.
fear एक element है तो slowly it will go. I don't say it is not there कि एकदम fearless हो जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है. But you know how to handle things. Fear is necessary, but इतना fear नहीं कि you don't even understand, you can't even enjoy your life. You are not fully your full decisions are not based on people's ideas or society ka ideas se. You know what is good and bad for you. So that is what spirituality teaches. And once we know that, so we get lost in our lives, we don't understand kya hai, we get depressed, we get loneliness because we start comparing ourselves. But we need to understand each individual. So spirituality takes you to that. Yeah, that is why it has to be inculcated and incorporated in your daily life.
Right. So yeah, actually that's what it is, like how to basically
Mm.
manage your triggers or
Mm.
maybe that is where spirituality kind of helps you to build resilience, right? That's what.
Yes, yes. Basically, body balancing of body, mind, and soul.
Mhm.
What if I say that is what it does?
Great. So thank you for shedding some light on this particular concept. So can you
Mhm.
elaborate like how spirituality works on our body and mind and how it is connected to emotional and mental well-being?
So basically, see, spirituality, as I said, first thing is you start connecting with yourself. So once you start connecting with yourself, you understand your emotions. You understand everything about yourself. You understand your pattern. which is separate. तो उससे क्या होगा कि you start connecting with yourself in a more better way. So
Hmm.
emotionally that helps. Spirituality helps. Again, अगर body and mind का बात करें, so everything usually see body and mind is controlled by our emotions on a huger part, I say. तो इमोशंस राइट प्लेस में होगा, देन योर बॉडी एंड योर माइंड इज ऑल्सो बैलेंस्ड. तो इमोशंस को बैलेंस करने के लिए स्पिरिचुअलिटी हेल्प्स in a way that like I said earlier, that it helps you to connect with yourself.
Okay.
You burst, या फिर है ना, you start accepting also, I can say, even if it is an anger, small emotion, like anger है, jealousy है, these are like emotions which we usually don't even say to ourselves कि हाँ, I'm feeling it. But that spirituality helps you to accept yourself, and similar manner you'll accept other people also. So that way अंदर में ना एक peace of mind आ जाता है. You have peace, calmness, so you don't get triggers. You, even if you get, consciously that okay, this your anger is bad or this is bad. You don't categorize bad, and it is your thing. Either it is bad or good, it is your thing. You start accepting, and because of that, your body, mind, and soul, they get balanced.
So basically, like uh, compartmentalization is something which we should not do for our emotions, right? Like
Yes.
usually
No,
humans have
it's
a
nothing
tendency.
bad and good. Yes.
Right. So now, like everybody is kind of confused, like whether when one is going through some mental or emotional issue, they
Mhm.
kind of don't know whether they should start with spirituality or whether they should go for counseling and how. So, as I would like to know your opinion or basically your expertise here, that when should a person be seeking, spiritual healing, and when should a person be seeking a proper counseling from a therapist or something?
Okay, so the thing is, see, both ways, it's nothing, again, nothing is like therapy, psychologist wala therapy or spiritual therapy.
Hmm.
The way might be different, but the aim is same, that okay, emotional balance चाहिए दोनों way में, and you should feel better. That's it. But when you need to go for this and that, it all depends on you. Basically, how much faithful you are, how faithful you are, or how much faith you have in which therapy. Firstly, you need to ask that question. See, for us, we'll explain you. कि ठीक है, हम ये करते हैं, स्पिरिचुअल में ये होता है, वो होता है, बट सी व्हाट कनेक्ट्स यू. बेसिकली सी दोनों में ऐसे ही है, हो रहा है कि पीपल आर लिसनिंग टू यू,
Hmm.
people are telling you something, but what is one thing that is connecting to you, that is what is better way. And if I say अगर बहुत ज्यादा differentiation है कि you need to understand both and then you need to decide, so there's not much difference. The only thing is spirituality में it's more about accepting yourself, and there are a lot of slow processes which we go on. It gets very slow, and basically according to me, this is my opinion, that उसमें ना बहुत सारे terms नहीं होते. It's just that keep on understanding. तो उसमें low phases, high phases दोनों दिखेंगे.
Correct.
Okay, while the other therapies which we do, which is also based on same thing, but they have certain concepts.
Correct.
Okay, तो वो concepts के around में people work.
Hmm.
Okay. And also, see, spirituality is about, spiritual healing, yeah, spiritual counseling. Soul का pattern क्या है, soul का क्या है, soul connection क्या है, it all comes to you. It all comes to your connection. It all comes to you that, there is some faith you need to develop. There is something more energy wise, there is some energy which is higher than you. तो वहां पे the spiritual healing, and if you believe in these things, then this will help you.
Okay.
And it's, so either of it, the aim is same,
Hmm.
but you need to decide what connects to you and how far you are, ready to accept it, how far you are ready to go through this process.
Hmm.
So that is what I feel.
Yeah, so I think that's a great take on what you've said because often,
Mm.
people are confused, like whether they should go for spirituality or whether they should, go
Mm.
for the conventional psychotherapy, which basically is there. But I think, yeah, what works for you is what matters more than what
Yes.
actually someone advises. It
Yes.
also depends like how a person deeply wants to understand himself or herself
Yeah.
and go
Yes.
about with it.
How much really, see, the main aim is at the end you feel better. At the end, you are not over addiction what you were earlier.
Hmm.
So that helps. Whatever way is that it connects to you, it's the best way.
Okay, great. So thank you for enlightening about when should one be seeking what and how they should be seeking it. So now
Mm.
again, like when we are talking about since we're talking about spiritual healing and stuff. So like when should one like for example a person has been seeking therapy, okay, and now the person feels a little okay, but still there are times when people
Mm.
feel triggered. They can manage it, but it still there
Mm.
are triggers which keeps triggering them. So then sometimes
Correct.
people feel that they need to do something more about it. So do you think that is the time when one
Mm.
should be seeking spiritual healing, or is there a particular feeling which a person feels and then he or she should be taking healing, or how is it basically? What do you
Yeah.
think?
So the thing is, see, triggers and everything हो तो पूरा lifetime में you will
Hmm.
have something or the other. एक चीज से victory मिल गया है तो दूसरा चीज will open up.
Hmm.
So one thing heals and the other thing opens up, or you know वैसा process चलता रहेगा. So this is a ongoing process. Firstly, we need to understand that.
Okay.
Secondly, कि yes, if you feel, see, everything as per me, what I believe is everything you need to decide. It's about you.
Hmm.
It's about your feeling. It's about your decisions. It's about how much, what do you feel like really you need help. You really want to ignore it. It's all up to you. It's nothing right and wrong.
Hmm.
At that moment, whatever your body and your mind is telling you, that's the best thing. Secondly, see, once you decide, okay, that okay, I need help. Again, I know triggers are there, so I need help. See your body language. Is your body trembling? Is your body, comfortable with your decision? Your body will react to it. Once you are not, suppose you're not into spiritual thing and you're not into therapies, and or it's been long time you have done that, and again you want to go. So see, your mind again goes back to that memory. Your body reacts. So with that also, if you start understanding, okay, my body is reacting, my mind is resisting. I am not feeling good.
Hmm.
So that helps you. This is a sign. Okay.
Correct.
And then you can probably go ahead. Ki you want to go ahead, you don't want to go ahead. So it's not good or bad. It's all up to you, whatever you feel.
Hmm.
But yes, I would say sometimes what happens is we ignore a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're ignoring your emotions, if you're ignoring your triggers because of fear,
Hmm.
then that is not a good way. Then you need to surrender. Then
Okay.
you need to do at least once you need to go out of way.
Hmm.
Okay. That okay, let me experience it. ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्या होगा नहीं बोलेंगे आई डोंट वांट टू परस्यू बट एटलीस्ट गो समवेयर सीक हेल्प और एटलीस्ट talk to a friend also about this whatever you feel do something about this
Correct.
because ignoring will not lead you anywhere okay proper therapist nahi to no we have friends we have people around us with whom you can talk and they can listen you without judgment
Okay.
basically what we want is people they if listening से ही काम बन जा रहा है then why you want to go ahead
Yeah.
so
Correct.
try certain steps ignore करने में और दूसरा नॉन इग्नोरेंस वाले में ना एक फर्क होता है so don't ignore things
Correct.
because that will not help you and if it is harming your work it is harming your daily life it is harming you physically बहुत सारे ailments हो रहे हैं that means you need to now consider that you have to do something it's
Correct.
enough
Hmm.
बॉडी का एक वे होता है टू टेल यू इट्स एनफ
Yeah.
डोंट There is no particular science about it. You
Hmm.
know when it is enough, not enough. So whoever, whenever you feel that it is ठीक है अभी है ना, I don't think so, I should go, don't go. I should go. Don't just overthink on that, because
Hmm.
this is something which immediate helps it. You can just live your life more peacefully and you'll get solutions. Okay. So you need to just accept it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, acceptance is the key to living a healthy life.
Acceptance is the you need. Yes. So acceptance is the ultimate thing.
Yeah, great. So,
Mm.
I had one question, like personally from my side. So, like, you are
Mm.
also into somatic breathing, right? So,
Yes.
so how can one incorporate somatic breathing in their in their daily routine? And does it really have effects on burnout and feelings of chronic stress? Because these days a lot of chronic stress has been reported in corporates, and even entrepreneurs face a lot of burnout. In the initial stage when they're kind of growing
Mm.
their company and all. So how can entrepreneurs or probably corporate employees can benefit from somatic breathing, and what effects it has on psychosomatic regions of our body?
Mm. So yeah, so somatic breathing. See, breathing is one thing which is an immediate thing, and इसमें ना you don't have to work something out. मतलब कहीं भी कहीं कभी भी बैठ के you can do this. Okay,
Hmm.
there's not a separate thing नहीं चाहिए उसके. Okay,
Hmm.
other tools which will make you calm. उसमें कुछ ना कुछ चाहिए. इसमें breathing है. Okay,
Right.
helps you a lot in calming yourself immediately. Okay, so every any time of the day, in fact, whenever you feel that बहुत ज्यादा worked up हो रहा है, या if you have time, uh, and if you are just even reels देख रहे हो, कुछ कर रहे हो, उसके टाइम पे भी you can practice it
Okay.
any time,
Hmm.
because it does not, ऐसा कुछ जरूरी नहीं कि ऐसा ध्यान करना है. Everyone does not do that.
Correct.
Even if you are just sitting down,
Hmm.
टाइम पास भी कर रहे हो, तो जस्ट लो कॉन्शियसली, जस्ट कभी भी डे में ना एटलीस्ट 4 or 5 times you can do this is just watch your breath.
Hmm. Okay.
In fact, with the breathing pattern you can understand ki your body is in active mode or not active mode.
Oh.
So accordingly, sorry, so accordingly also you can act, कि अभी आपका बॉडी ही तैयार नहीं है, you are exerting, that also puts a pressure.
Yes.
You can look that. तो अभी उसे कि अरे अगर मेरा काम है, अभी मीटिंग है, एंड माय बॉडी या ब्रीदिंग इज सेइंग कि नहीं नहीं रेस्ट लेना है, तो
Hmm.
ऐसा नहीं है, वी कैन नॉट अवॉइड दैट.
Correct.
बट इन दैट केस यू जस्ट नीड टू चेंज, वो 2 by 2 ब्रीदिंग या रिदमिक ब्रीदिंग करके यू कैन चेंज दैट पैटर्न एज वेल. तो इट्स सो अमेजिंग कि हमारे अपने पास ही सब टूल है. यू डोंट हैव टू सेपरेटली इतना फैंसी ऐसा कुछ करते हैं, ऐसा सेपरेटली यू डोंट हैव टू डू. इमीडिएटली यू कैन डू इट. मतलब पार्ट ऑफ लाइफ है वो. ओके,
Correct.
जैसे हम लोग को भूख लगती है, आपको भूख लगी है, खाना खाना है,
Hmm.
दैट.
Hmm.
यू डोंट थिंक कि अभी क्या करे, खाना खाना है कि प्यास लगा है मेरे को. यू डोंट थिंक, राइट? तो सेम वे विद ब्रीदिंग, इट्स
Hmm.
सो natural and it should be so automatic thing.
Correct. Correct.
So any time of the day, slow breathing लेते रहो any time.
Hmm.
If you're drinking water भी, तो take some time out, sit down, एक glass में पानी लो, and
Hmm.
just sit and relax and enjoy that water with your breathing.
Okay.
So that उसके लिए you don't have to separately take out time. थोड़ा सा
हाँ.
time तो मिलता ही है उतना.
Correct. हाँ. Obviously, because since it's a part of
हाँ,
our
बस
life.
एक बार एक दो बार ऐसे कर लो. It's a different way and you also enjoy. Yeah, it's a part of our life. You don't have to take separate time out. Now, so इतने busy schedule में भी you can do these things. Any time of the day, just watch your breath and slow down your breath. That is the ultimate thing. And slowing down means you can even count your breath, like 2 counts पे breathing ले लो, 4 counts पे breathing ले लो, anything.
Hmm.
So immediately, you'll get fresh also. No sleepiness लग रहा है, breathing कर लो, you'll get fresh. कुछ अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है, घबराहट हो रहा है, ब्रीदिंग, एनी टाइम वी ऑल्सो टेल ना कि अरे सांस लो आज,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Correct. Hmm.
इन एनी टाइम ऑफ डे हो जाएगा वो.
Hmm.
So it's a very simple process. Anytime you just need to consciously do it. That's it.
Okay.
Just conscious हो जाओ थोड़ा सा ना, awareness के साथ you do it. You'll even enjoy it. कभी life enjoy भी करना है ये छोटा छोटा चीज करके.
Yes.
So
Correct.
it's better.
Okay. Great. So thank you actually, because this is something I think breathing is like the I think the least thing which we can do in our lives, for
Yes.
our benefit, I feel. Because that is something which our body is naturally doing it, but doing it more consciously also improves your cognitive
Yes.
power and all that. So I
Yes.
think, yeah, the person
Yes.
who,
Yes. Yes.
even anyone who's not so much into spirituality or probably working on their mental health also, especially, they can also,
Yeah,
do
they can do it. Yes. You don't have to be spiritual for this breathing thing.
correct.
There's nothing. To be spiritual, this is the first step, to
Mm,
watch your breath, to
correct.
control our breath. Everything is controlled after that, or everything is balanced because of breath.
Mm, great. Thank you so much. So I just had one last question to ask you. So since November is the month of men's mental health, so what is your advice or suggestion to men? Because for men, the kind of conditioning has happened for them. They kind of find it difficult to address their emotions or their concerns, and at times they even if they're addressing it, they have a lot of doubts or fears. So how what would be your advice
Hmm.
for them so that they actually take this seriously and start working on their mental health, or just a way to express their emotions or find a healthy resort for it?
So I feel, usually I don't talk about men's mental health, anyways, but nothing to do with uh, that. But the simple thing is, I think for men, they need a very safe and sacred space. Even an inch of judgment, they won't open up, because that is how they have been conditioned. For us women, it is easier कि अच्छा लग रहा है बोल दिया, we still share.
Hmm.
It's easy for us. For them, they need. So I feel उनसे ज़्यादा we also need to give them a space and give them some patiently. We need to listen to them. However we feel ना कि क्या है इसमें क्या है वैसा कुछ भी, but we need to listen. So one thing is that, so that is to make an environment which is really safe for them to pour out their emotions.
Okay.
Okay, then only their mental peace, or they will get their emotional stability. Secondly, see, men are not programmed usually biologically also कि इतना emotion समझे. That has been literally taken up by women. So women, we understand, we know emotions, we operate emotionally, they don't.
Correct.
So
Hmm.
for them to operate emotionally, it's difficult, they don't understand only.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is why simple process, whatever connects to them,
Hmm.
again the same thing, whatever connects to them. Whatever, if you feel that talking, they want to talk, then let them talk. They don't want to talk, don't let. It's okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
We can't force them.
Correct.
We can't force them to do emotions. They show their emotions in a very different way.
Hmm.
So we need to understand their patterns,
Okay.
basically. So the society needs to understand their patterns. Society, as a society, I think we need to be more patient with them.
Correct. Hmm.
They are struggling, yes, but
Yes.
somewhere they don't know if how should I speak or should I speak. That fear is there.
Hmm.
So that is the reason. So environment has to be safe, and nobody should force them. That is what I feel. And other processes or other things which relates them. See, I feel for them, physical activity is something which helps them to express. They express a lot when they do some activity.
Hmm. Okay.
That is how they express. Rather than us, no, we can speak. They cannot speak.
Hmm.
So they can indulge in some hobbies, some sports, some passion. They need to develop some passion outside their responsibilities, outside their normal working thing, because they also have come on this earth to live, right? It's not about no responsibilities hai ya theek hai family hai, that is there.
Correct.
But we need to tell them that, okay, you should do something, pursue something. So that way they'll be able to express. So their emotions, as for me, gets channelized when they practice some physical activity. That way they get opened up and they will be comfortable. This is what I feel that men's mental health should encourage. Be encouraged if we encourage them to indulge in some activity.
Okay, correct. So that is a very different kind of take which you have said, because usually we expect men to talk, or we tell them ki it's okay to talk, but are we really ready to hear them talk about their emotions
Yes.
is also the question. And like,
Yeah.
if they have not been taught about how to do this since childhood, it's obviously difficult by the time they're becoming
Yeah.
adults for them to express themselves. I think this is a very
Yes.
good thing which you've mentioned, that they should be indulging in some hobbies, some mindful hobbies
Yes.
for them, so that they have a healthy resort where they can actually remove their emotions. And
Yes.
I feel that for men, when they have a friends group in the same kind of sports or hobbies which they practice, they feel more safer and comfortable to kind of open up themselves more.
Yes. That
That is
is.
a good way for them, as you said. So,
Yes.
yeah, so great, yeah, wonderful. I think, like you've pointed out some really good points here, and I just hope that our audience also kind of understands the importance of mental health and starts working towards it, and not make it too complex. I feel, because I feel
Yes.
it's very simple, but it's got intertwined with a lot of complexities. I so
Yes.
yeah, but people like you, I'm sure, are guiding a lot of those people who are lost, and I'm sure they will find their resort and their true purpose in life.
Yeah. Me too.